I first heard about the college. I was actually working in missions at that time, and I reconnected with a professor from my undergraduate school whom I hadn't connected with in about 5 years, but he was a visiting professor here and suggested the idea of going back to school for a master's degree in biblical studies. Well, every student takes a class called Physical Settings of the Bible to get you associated with the geography of the land and the stories of the Bible and how they fit in context of the land and the topography and geography. But I've also been taking Hebrew, biblical Hebrew, and cognate languages and other geography classes. What I love about Jerusalem is the ability to study the Bible and the place in which it occurred. And I feel like it gives you a deeper understanding of the stories, but there's also an ability to live among the culture and the people and to represent God among them and in a place where there's a lot of instability and a need for people to be sharing and living out the love of God in this place. Jerusalem University College, from my understanding, is that it was founded by a man named Douglas Young, who was an American man who got the gift of this property to do this school kind of supernaturally, I believe. And it was a miracle to be able to get that land. And he had a heart and a vision to train American students on this property to learn more about the Bible and to get better equipped for works of ministry and also to reach out to the people here. I think that the Lord is using this school because Jerusalem right now, less than 2% of the population are Christian. And so many, in my experience going out into the culture and meeting Jews and Muslims, many of them have never actually met a Christian. They might know something about the Christian faith, but they've never met a Christian. And so I think just our presence in the land is helping people have an understanding of what the Christian faith is more like, instead of it's just that other religion somewhere else or in America or in the West. But I also believe it's helping us as Christians have a deeper understanding of our own faith and where it originated. I feel what I see most is that students being able to study the Bible more and have a deeper understanding of God and the way that He has revealed Himself through, first of all, the Jewish culture and now to the rest of the world. It gets people fired up and excited with deeper understanding and deeper knowledge that they want to go out and share some of that knowledge and understanding. I would say, first of all, the way to support Jerusalem University College is through prayer, because we are a witness. Christians are a minority in the land, and we need to be careful about the way we walk in this place, and we have an opportunity to share the salt and to be salt and light. And so we need that prayer to remember where we are and where we're walking, and that we have to represent Christ in a way that would make Him desirable. And the second thing would be financial support. It's true our numbers have dropped in recent years because there is a lack of scholarships and finances, and it's very difficult to live over here. The cost of living is higher. And definitely the third thing, to come and visit. Jerusalem University College has a lot of short-term opportunities for people to come during the summer for a week or two or even a month, and those are very helpful. There are a lot of different types of students that come to JUC, some being younger right out of college and some being older in their 40s and 50s, and they've had experience in missions and ministry, and they want to continue to grow in their knowledge of the Bible and its context, but also the situation in the Middle East. And many people come from many different denominations, and that's really special too, because we can learn from one another. And especially being a minority religion in the land, Christianity, we have to learn to put aside differences and to come together in what unites us most, which is obviously Jesus. So I have felt a pull and an urge to live in the Middle East since I was a child, actually. And when I first came to the Lord and started realizing that the stories of the Bible happened in an actual place here on earth, and Jesus, the one that I love so much, walked in a physical place here on earth. And the more I learned about that physical place, the more I learned that it was very war-torn, and there were lots of problems, and there was lots of hurt and trauma in that place. And My desire, I guess, to be here is twofold. I want to learn more about my Lord and the stories of the Bible, but I also want to be a witness of Him to people that really need it in this place. And living over here, so many people will ask you, are you scared? And it's dangerous in the Middle East. And I feel like those are the places where Christians need to be the most, because there is a need to share love, and the war-torn stuff that happens creates an opportunity for people to come in with prayer and encouragement. And so I love being here for both of those reasons. Yeah, it's pretty amazing to be here in school under both Christian and Jewish and sometimes Muslim teachers. And I feel it gives us a greater understanding of the way that people think, and to dialogue with people of other faiths. The leadership of the school, I've learned so much from them, and to be constant here and throughout all the intifadas, throughout all the problems that Jerusalem has gone through over the years, they have maintained this place, and they have done whatever they needed to do to keep it afloat in times of financial difficulty and things like that. My president has cooked meals, and they've cleaned floors and done bathrooms and everything just to keep this place going. And I think that the Lord really wants to keep this witness here on Mount Zion. And I've learned so much from all the people that have served to make this happen. What is really special here is that the education isn't just in the classroom. We take what we're learning. Every class that you take includes field studies. And so we take what we're learning in the classroom and we go out and we see it. And by doing that, there is a deeper understanding. It connects in our hearts and our minds in a deeper way. And they always say, even if you come here and do a study for a week at JUC, a short-term trip, you will never read the Bible the same, because when you're reading about places, whether it was Jesus went here or this and that, you have a picture with where that place is, and it's real. It's not just some story that happened so long ago. It's something real, that our God came to physical earth and these things really happened, and it's really special. It's a long journey, it's a far journey, it can be expensive to come to Jerusalem, but I would say there is no one that I can think of that has made the journey and has regretted it. It really is a life-changing experience, both to see the history of the land and to see what's really going on, because the Bible says pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and I guarantee every believer that if they come here and they meet some of the people and they see just some of the hurt and pain that is alive today, they will never forget that verse. It will take on a whole new meaning for them to pray for the peace in this land and pray for Israel to recognize their Messiah and say, blessed is he that comes in the name of the Lord. So it's a special place.